Yeah.
Weezy out of here.
Hey everybody,
Back home smoking
this
legal.
is the gift from Brian.
I got more slaps
I
than
am
a
fresh.
And it's your girl Candace.
Hey. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that's out there grinding. My chefs, my postal workers, my videographers, my sound men, my rappers that's on the grind, on the beat. Everybody that's out there grinding, my construction workers, everybody, man. It's a blessing to be here, man. And hey, if you grinding, you already got the gift. So, in fact, we're gonna start off talking about a couple of our grinds that we have. You know.
Hold on. We need to give a shout out to our partner Vic. That's not
right.
here.
Yeah, Vic. I was gonna get into that, but my boy Vic not here, man. He under the weather, and hope he get well soon, cause we need him. We need you back, Vic. Come on, man. Get you some of that moonshine and get rid of that cold, man. But I want to give another shout out too, man, to the DLR Solutions. That's who's paving the way. That's who's,
shout out to you. That's who's sitting there recording us right now.
Footage.
Thank you.
That's what we need, man. Support your own. That's right. But yeah, we're gonna talk about all our grinds. Like I said, look, DLR Solutions. That's one of them right there. That's my boy, man. He got the good video footage, man. If you need some footage, man, check him out, man. What's your website, man? What's your plugs, man?
For all your media solutions, you can be sure to reach us at dlrsolutions.com. Actually, I said it wrong. For all your video solutions, you can meet us at yourdlrsolutions.com.
That's right. Professional. That's right. Rambunctious. And like me and the wifey here, man, we got the custom apparel. If you wanna get your t-shirts or whatever garments done, you can hit us up either at my email. At my Instagram. Sorry, Freyshawn Ramon.
Oh yeah.
At Freyshawn Ramon. That's at FRESHAWN RAMON on Instagram, or Candace's Instagram.
And that's Mrs. Candace Pelham. That's MRSCANDISPELHAM.
You see, she has her thing on, Beauty and Brains. That's her line.
Yes.
By Make Go Great Again. That's with the Freyshawn Ramon. So that's how it's pretty much a family thing. We got multiple hustles, multiple grinds. But what you got next though, Candace? What you got brewing in the pot right now that you got that's up and coming?
As you just stated, we have the Beauty and Brains. I ended up turning that into a mommy and daughter support group. You know, I have the 4 daughters, so it's important to me just to be a great role model to them.
Right.
So the Beauty and Brains that's coming soon. It's going to be in the DMV area. And it's just supporting the mommies and daughters. There's going to be a bunch of events going on that we have. And, yeah. That's about it.
What about the Blended Bosses?
What about Blended Bosses? That's us,
We both have the Blended Bosses, man. We turn our kids into bosses, man. And they got their own things they want to do as far as business. And that's a good look for them. And we do want to put them on the podcast soon. As soon as they get something up and running, we'll keep y'all posted on that. But for me, as of right now, I have the Freyshawn Ramon clothing line, the same Instagram I listed before. I got a few things this podcast. I got my network is Freshwire Networks, Freshwire TV, and got my own label, the Freshwire Entertainment, with the music. So we're gonna be coming soon, real hard. By summertime, you can be definitely expected to see some work from us. But that's pretty much that's pretty much the grind and the hustle that we got going on.
Oh, hold on.
now.
I got one
Okay,
more.
you got one more?
I'm sorry. I should have said something before. I have, of course, you guys know, I told you guys last week that I am a licensed realtor in Maryland, so I have that coming. Full time, I started a year ago, but then I found out I was pregnant, so I had to take a break from even getting started. But now I am ready. And then
Shout out to SJ too, our little 2-month-old son.
yes, we
Good
have our
little
little baby boy. He's here now, so now I'm ready to get back out there on my grind. I also have my financial coaching business coming as well. That's coming probably within the next month. It's more budget coaching and just being an accountability partner to folks that's ready to accomplish goals such as buying a house and just learning how to manage their money. Yeah.
Okay, now, with that being said, we're going to get right into it, man. First topic we're going to talk about is the entrepreneurs and the businesses that are overpriced, that you feel that are overpriced, that are pretty much charging, too much for their brand and too much for their establishment, and comparing their brand to the larger brands. Like, it's just we're all in the grind and we're all grinding together, but sometimes you gotta just look at the bigger picture. Like, what do you really want out of it? And Candace, what's your take on that?
As far as people charging their own prices, as far as people, business charging their own price, you can set your own price. If you want to come in, I just feel like stay at a pinpoint. If you're going to come in high, stay high and
Right.
know who your target market is. Don't come in high and, be selling to people that's struggling.
Right.
You're talking about you giving back to them. No, you're taking from them and then saying, "Oh yeah, I'm helping you." I don't like that.
Right.
Just be have it together. If you coming in low, stay low.
Stay low,
Say you're
right.
here to help the community. Which
My take. All right. So this is how I feel about it. When it comes to the only issue I have is, and I'm gonna give you a couple of examples too of things that I've went through. The only issue that I have is when people put out high end, when they put out, they say, okay, well, I'm charging this much. Well, you're gonna pay this much for this brand or for this caterer or whatever. When you're comparing yourself to people that's been establishments for like almost 100 years, like been around forever.
and you're comparing them.
And you're just starting out. You don't even have the tools that they have. You don't even have the resource. So how can you think that just because prime example is caterers and restaurants. How can you think that just because I go to Ruth Chris, I'm gonna pay $100 for you to sell me some soul food? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I'm gonna pay $100 to you to sell me some seafood even though it tastes good, these people have an establishment that's been around all that time, and you can't throw. And I hate when they throw or support your own. We got to support each other. You can't throw that out there and say, oh well, you'll pay for this. Yes, I will pay for this because that's their price, and it's been like that.
They didn't just pop up and say, "Hey, I want to charge this amount because I know that you spend that over there." Like that, you can't compare the
right,
two.
because they already catering. When they come out, their demographics is to market to the high end, to the people that are the higher class people. That's their market. So when the middle class person goes up to that person, it's like, okay, well, goes to that establishment. It's a treat to them. It's like, okay, we got to do it like that. You can't cater to the middle class people, high class prices. You can't do that. You can't market to that's the biggest problem I have with these businesses, man. They're marketing to the people that are on their level when they first started, when they're struggling. They're marketing to them, and they're charging prices that these companies, that these bigger companies that are catering to the higher class are charging. Like when it comes to clothing, and not even just brands. I'm just talking about even like me being a fashion designer.
Right.
I got to pay this much money to get something made from my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to put a higher price on what I sell it for. When I could just go online, like I want to deal with, you know, the smaller businesses, but they charge me an arm and a leg for certain things, and I got to put my price up there.
I got a question. So there's a restaurant called Kitchen Cray,
Right.
that caters to us, you know, middle class.
Right.
But they are expensive. How do you feel about that? Do you think he's wrong for being expensive?
I mean, if you marketing to people that
He's marketing to us.
if you genuinely can't afford it, then yes, that's wrong. Like, how do you go market to something and then put a big price tag just because people are out here spending it? You're supposed to be the ones that's helping.
But I feel like he can charge that because he's also been on, I think it's Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
He won that or something, and he's been out here. He's really been out here doing this grind.
Well,
He's been
change
doing
your
the
market. Change your market to the
think
people
he
that
should
can
change?
afford it. You can't market to people that can't really afford it and expect them to afford it. If it's just like when they get mad, they say, well, if it ain't for you, then you don't buy it.
Right.
Don't market to the people that it's not for.
So another, what was his Eat.
Right.
He just came out and said he got $1,000 jacket, and he pretty much said if you can't afford it, don't look this way.
Right.
Pretty much don't buy it.
All right. So this
How do you feel about that?
This is how
That's
I
a prime
feel
example.
about Eat. I feel like that $1,000 jacket is a dope move. I think it's dope. I think the jacket goes hard. Me personally, I wouldn't pay $1,000 for. I don't pay $1,000 for any jacket.
Right.
Not. Well,
You
I'm
better
lying.
not bring nothing in here for a damn $1,000.
Right. I'm lying. But
We got a baby.
if I pay
Daycare.
if I pay $1,000 for something, it's not going to be something that has a name on it. That has a name that's going to go out of style. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be something that's going to be around forever. I done seen some Purple Label, Polo, hard peacoats, and I'm like, damn. I would buy that peacoat because I know I'm gonna keep it forever. It's gonna be around forever. It's longevity. What I say about the Eat thing though is that when it comes to high end fashion, you got to understand that the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, all of them, their demographics is diverse. You see white people wearing it, you see Asians, you see blacks, you see a diverse crowd, and I'm talking about a lot.
Right.
It's not just it's just not just catered to one demographic.
Right.
And plus, a lot of that stuff that's foreign is imported. That's why the price is the way it is sometimes. Now, when it comes to Eat, I think it's a very dope idea. I think that as long as he keeps affordable products, he can throw that Hail Mary for $1,000 and see if they buy. I commend him. I would do the same thing.
Right.
But you can't have the mentality of saying, well, if it ain't for you, don't buy it. It ain't. You can't respond.
I didn't agree
back.
with him responding back to everybody
He shouldn't
that had
have.
something to say. Just leave it at you put it out there,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
You don't respond back to anybody. You don't, because you want to always keep that level of respect and class to your customers, no matter how they feel about the product. You keep that level of respect and just keep that level of respect.
And
with
that's
them.
what separates the Gucci's, the Louis, because you don't see them coming on the Instagram and responding to everything.
I'm all for him, having a jacket for $1,000 if the quality is great. Do what you got to do. My thing about the whole him throwing that jacket out there, you need to know who your target market is.
Right, you
because
gotta
right
expect
now
people to say
you
what they say.
are pretty much, you have this brand where you out here, you got to eat, elevate, all of this stuff. You helping out the community, but then you hit the community with $1,000 price tag.
Right.
So are you here to help or are you here to take?
Right, and but see, and again, I go back to say that's only one product. Like, hopefully, that's only the one, and the people that he's marketing that to is like the Kevin Durant's that are from here, the Shy Glizzies.
Well, no, because he just put it out there online.
Yeah, right. But
to the people like us that's looking at it, that everybody had a comment on it, so he's not marketing to just.
I mean, not marketing, but not. I'll use the wrong word. Not marketing, but. Me thinking about that, like the Wale's and the Shy Glizzies, the KDs, and anybody else from DC that's made it that can afford it. Hopefully, they will be the ones that support it, because you got to understand too that when people get up there, and some people won't buy this stuff because they feel like they look down on it. So. If he put out $1,000 jacket and say, yeah, let me see where your head at now, and he buy it, because a lot of times I'm gonna tell you, this is the problem that I have. A lot of times people will not buy something if they can't say they spent this much money on it. They look down on it, and I hate to say it, but look, and he's done some things that can make him. I think what he did is legendary. It will make him, because he's donated. And another thing that I don't like about what people are saying about this. Look, you don't have to buy that jacket just because he donated.
Right.
You can donate yourself. You can help the community yourself and just buy whatever you like.
Yeah.
If you like the jacket, then spend the money on the jacket by all means.
Yeah,
but
I read a comment that said, hey, he do help out, the youth basketball
football
leagues and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I understand that. I mean, it's other people that's doing the same exact thing. If you're out here helping, then those people that you're sending market to, that you're helping, why would they go out and spend $1,000 on that jacket?
Yeah.
Also, you can go help them. Why wouldn't they just put that $1,000 up themselves?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like he's
a dope person though.
Yeah, he has every right to charge whatever he wants to charge. I just think he need to change his target market with that one. You don't just put it out there to us regular folks.
He just put it
and
out
then
there.
when we have something to say, you coming back at us.
Yeah, just turn
it's
your
a level of
comments off.
respect.
He turned his comments off, but
eventually, after he said what he needed to say, and put all your 2 cents together and buy one, like, you don't say stuff like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, he's a dope person though. Like, I don't know him like right offhand, but like I say, he went to school with Janae. His father went to school with my brother-in-law, and they good people. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely
like
understand.
me knowing where he come from, that's why I can't really. But I think what he did was dope. He threw a Hail Mary up and see who was gonna bite, and then on top of that, when you look at the jackets, it's like limited quantity, so they're gonna be legendary here if he keeps it up. If he keeps it up, then that's dope. But hopefully, if he just keep everything else, affordable, or if he keeps some affordable stock in his repertoire, then that's cool. Like, that's all you can ask.
Well, let's put this on camera. Don't you walk your ass in this house with that jacket.
I won't walk in here with that jacket, but I would definitely
not a jacket that's $1,000.
You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know it's $1,000.
I look at your bank account,
but you wouldn't even know it's $1,000. Hey, Cash App. You don't got my Cash App.
Oh, you think I don't?
No, I got another Cash App.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And you'll never find that one.
I'm wifey.
What's
wifey. Yes. What's your question?
Let me ask you a question. This is behind the camera. I don't need to be going to this extra question. Now, do you think the way he went about marketing it was wrong? Because me personally, I would say if you were going to market a $1,000 jacket, right, and you got like the supporters like Shaq Glizzy, Kevin Durant, anything else like that, you think the smart thing to do would have been to actually get them in the jacket?
Yes.
With them in the jacket.
Yes.
Then throw your price out.
Then throw it out there.
You know
That's all I'm saying. Market it the right way. You don't market just put it up online, to everybody that you're helping. You're helping the community. You don't just say, hey, boom. Like, dude, you helping us. How you gonna hit us in the head with $1,000?
Hey, it is what it is. I think he just threw the Hail Mary out there. And, hey, you gonna bite one way or another. You eating, you biting. you gonna bite one way or another.
That was corny.
You gonna like it? You gonna like it?
That was real corny.
I'm just saying, you gonna like it or you not gonna like it. But I guarantee you, somebody gonna pay $1,000 for that jacket.
Oh yeah.
And if I guarantee you, if he get two people to pay $1,000 for that jacket, he probably done paid for all the jackets that he made.
The first person that paid $1,000 for it is gonna be the person that paid $1,000 for it because they can say that they paid $1,000.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I go to another thing. That's what's wrong with us. We like to buy stuff just because it's expensive. That's our problem. So
living beyond your means. That's
Look,
why you need to come to my financial coaching program so I can get you right. Okay? Please.
Oh, he just threw that plug in
My
there.
bad. I'm sorry.
She plugged that right in
We
the
don't want to
socket.
live beyond our means. We got to buy houses. We got to take care of these kids that we have, and we too old for that. We too
Just threw it
old
right in the plug.
to be paying $1,000 for a jacket. We too old for that. But yeah, stop.
See this right here? That's what she did. This is a plug. She just plugged that right on there.
Look, you keep going.
But like what I'm saying is, we all live. As long as I have a car note,
Oh yeah,
a mortgage,
a rent.
anything that I owe on, I can't afford it. I'm sorry. My stuff got to be paid off before in my younger days. I was out here and I still might do a couple of things that might turn out, splurging a little bit, but I just can't see me paying $1,000 for anything, any jacket that's gonna go out of style or that's just not. And if I did pay for it, I tell you this, if I did buy that, I would buy it and have him sign it and I'll hang it up on the wall. That dude gonna be a legend.
And he'll be sleeping on the couch
Sleeping on the couch
for the rest
That
of the
dude
week.
gonna be a legend, man. Malik, man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Malik, man. He gonna be a legend. I believe in it. I believe in the whole movement. He doing it the right way to me. But yeah, like I just want to know how do you move forward? Okay. How do you move forward from the creators in the DMV or the creators that's coming up that are doing this? Not just the people that's making the articles or the clothing, or the people that they have to pay. Like the shops that are coming up in the DMV that charge you an arm and a leg. What can we do about that? What do you think we can do about that?
Explain more. I'm not getting where you're coming from.
So I don't know if you remember. Well, yeah, I know you remember those hats that I had with cranking on them, right?
Right.
Got them made, and this was the whole mentality. The whole mentality is bad. Oh yeah, that's gonna be like $12 a hat. Well, I paid $3 for the hat, and it was $12 for the stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, what do you mean? So how much would I try? Listen to what you're telling me right now. How much would I charge for this hat? Well, $35. So you mean to tell me you thinking I'm gonna charge somebody $35 for a $3 hat? Yeah, because if they go to head, they're gonna. I said again, man, y'all are on the wrong thing, man. You can't.
That is a great question. What do you do in that situation? It's like, how do you?
You try to support your own. You try to support
And
the
they
small
hit your
business,
head
but
like
they hit
that.
your head.
That's a great question. I guess that's why people are,
And then I
doing
go back to
everything
what I'm saying.
overseas. That's why, if they are doing it here, they have to hit your head because that's all they can do. That right there is a great question.
Like it was a guy that I had, like that I knew, another guy. Shout out to my man Wayne, Patchwork Customs. He used to make these jackets with the patches. to your inspiration. Like if you say you took karate, he'll make some karate patches and put them on the jacket.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's what you like. But me and him, we had to sit down, and he was just saying, like, man, people don't understand how much this costs, and if they want quality, they just gotta wait. People want their stuff right then and there. And it was like, yeah, you got to understand that. Customers, you have to understand that. But
I guess it comes down to you learning how to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you have to learn how to, you know, do the embroidery. You know, you have to learn how to, you know, make stuff, you know, yourself instead of going out to these, you know.
Yeah, that just goes
these
like
businesses that, I mean,
good.
We have our, come around here. No, you don't want to talk. No, but I know that you, our guy here, Donnell from DLR Solutions. Did I say it right?
No, that wasn't right. But yeah, that was right.
I'm like, you know, you made a lot of your stuff. And I follow you on, I think you made your camera stuff. I see you all the time. You have like the 3D printer. Like you make all of that stuff. I can't imagine how much you would pay, you know, if you went to Best Buy or, you know, one of these other companies to get the stuff, you know? So you... Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the thing that I find out, and I hate to say this off camera, maybe I can say it in the mic.
Yes.
But the thing that I
keep that mic by you.
Yeah, so the thing that I hate this. Let me see. I just cut this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up your whole.
No, we need you.
I just got a few questions. So I'm like those people on the Steve Wilkos show that got questions for the molester. Okay, so okay, I'm on the mic. Hello, everybody. This is your boy. But now, basically, you know what I tend to find out in business, I would say there's the not three sacrifices, but it's the three things you have to at least sacrifice one.
Right.
Money, time, and quality.
Right.
You're going to get two of those things, but got to sacrifice one of them.
Right.
And people don't understand that. So when it comes to like, oh, they want it fast and they want it to look good, that means it's going to cost you a lot.
Right.
Or they want it cheap, but they want it fast, that means the quality ain't going to be good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow,
You know what
yes,
I mean?
I like
Or the other one where it's going to be like, they want it to look good and they want it cheap. That means, you know what I mean? It's one or the other. So that means you're going to have to sacrifice something. And people a lot of times don't even understand that. So
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was a great. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
That was great.
That's just how it is. You're right. You hit the nail on the head with that one, man.
Yeah.
Like, so we're gonna go back to what he just said though.
Wow. that
Quality.
was- yes.
Quality. Now, does good quality have to be expensive? I mean, in general, does it have to be expensive? Could good quality be affordable?
Well, you think about it like this. As far as you as a designer and entertainer, think about how much time you put into that quality.
Right. But sometimes the quality is not really based on the time. It's based on the actual product. Now, so then it goes back to the whole eat thing, and I hate to keep the topic on them. When people were saying, well, he just put a patch on a shirt. Yeah, but is the shirt and the patch good quality?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what these other designers and what these other people are doing. They could be doing the same exact thing. And
they could be.
And I can tell you, they are pretty much doing the same
doing
thing.
the same thing on Next Level shirts. Or ordering their shirts off Alibaba.
I done seen a shirt. I seen the same shirt, and I will not lie to you. I had a Hugo Boss t-shirt, right? And I had a shirt from Kmart. It was like an activewear shirt. Same quality. And you know, Hugo Boss got that neon green line, the Boss green, got a neon green line in the neck.
Yeah, right around, yeah.
The same exact shirt, except it was a plain t-shirt.
And that's what they doing. They taking those shirts and they taking the neck tag off of it and replacing their own.
But this is Hugo Boss. Now, I'm not saying that they're taking the exact shirt, But somewhere down the line, somebody has the same manufacturer.
Yeah.
Right.
Something is the same. Something that design is the same or whatever. The pattern, just like if somebody makes a pattern, you can't patent a pattern.
Right.
You can't copyright that. You can't. Somebody can use your pattern and put that. So it still is.
It all comes down to the branding. That's what it's all about. You can have the same exact product and put your name on it, put the other person's name on it. That's what's going to sell. It's
what's
all
going
about
to make
the
it different? That's the biggest thing.
The person that's selling it.
So if it's something that stands out to the consumer,
right,
enough that they'll want to come back. Think about it. Like you brought up Gucci, and I hate to bring that up, but you brought up Gucci as far as just the overall design and look of Gucci. You can look at it and tell and know that it's Gucci.
Right.
But that's something that won't ever change. And when you see it, you know what it is. When you look at the emblem, when you look at the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that's what it is.
Right.
But when you have that and you connect that with the product itself,
right,
it makes people want to come back,
right?
Because they used to the good quality.
Yeah.
Even though the prices might be a lot, they still used to that good quality.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They've been around forever.
Right. But what would you have to say about somebody that's either up and coming or starting, as far as just in any business in general, to actually brand themselves that particular way to make people want to come back?
To know your market first. That's the first thing you got to do, is know your market. Know who you selling your stuff to. And try to maintain that consistency in at least your market. So if you wanna reach out and you wanna expand, at least you still got that consistency. At least you got somebody on your team that if all else fails in your other endeavors, they're gonna be there. And then what she just said, what Candace just said, she was saying that, you know, it's the person that you said what makes the brand. What did you say? What makes the brand excel or something like that? I can't remember. And she said it's the person that's making it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times it's the person that's buying it. So if you market, and you got a network. So if I know I'm marketing my brand and I know I got a lot of friends that are up and coming and that are almost famous, they're going to be the first ones wearing my stuff.
Right.
And then not only that, nowadays you can just hit somebody on an IG messenger that's like real deep and up and coming, and just say, "Look, I'll pay you this much to wear my stuff." Then that goes back. Then it goes to my next topic: the celebrities that wear these things, and it just goes like the celebrities. And if celebrities are wearing your brand, what happens when a celebrity? Okay, if the wrong celebrity wears your brand, like what if somebody like
I'm gonna say R. Kelly wearing Eat.
Oh Lord.
What is that gonna do to Eat? You know what I'm saying? What would that do to Eat?
It's gonna mess up his whole brand. Like,
what if Tekashi 6ix9ine wore my brand and he stood behind my brand and he got locked up and he was a snitch? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I ain't wearing that snitch stuff. I'm not wearing that. So it's like
you can't depend on celebrities. That's why.
Or Jesse.
You have to be able to market your own brand. You can't depend on celebrities because they could do anything at the drop of a dime and boom.
I don't think it's a bad thing to actually have them as far as like for example, if I had a product and the first person to either try or test out that product was a celebrity, I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just more a matter of if they
can't depend on them.
Yeah, right. Like every time you see it, it's that celebrity.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, entrepreneurship, marketing, is all a gamble. Right. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a risk.
It just goes to like the celebrity. It's crazy. But I was trying to bridge the topics, but our next topic is the celebrities. How do you feel about the celebrities doing things to incriminate themselves? Like, I know it's a lot of people that's inspiring actors, actresses, rappers, singers, songwriters. How do you feel about the Tekashi 6ix9ines and the Jesse, what's his name, Jesse Smollett? Like, to me, I think that you got to really think, you got to really know your market. And then it goes back to what I said before. You got to know your market. If you know you're doing something that you're not really, that you're never going to succeed, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, he wasn't a gangster.
Right.
He's not that. They were just using him to market his music. It worked for a second, but everybody that was a real gangster was like, hey, man, you're supposed to be marketing to the people that are real gangsters, to the people that's real out here, but the only people that's really supporting you and listening to your music are the people that wanna be. Yeah. So did he really did cater to his market, but in all, he didn't cater to the person he was trying to be. For real. Like even Jesse did this whole MAGA thing, and that's crazy. Just think about when you do stuff like that. Just think about what you do to that whole community of people that was supporting you, that was behind you. Like, it's just all down the drain now. Like, I'm just sending a message to the aspiring actresses and actors. And
are you telling them to be careful what they're...
Just be careful what you're doing and what you're saying out here.
Right.
Because it's not looking... If it's not you, then don't do it. Don't portray it. You know, because you're going to go down faster than you came up.
As you can see with Jesse.
Yeah.
He's losing it all right now.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. But shout out to the Jermaine Dupris though for trying to put these kids on the right track with the whole rap game and all that. Like, shout out to all of the OGs like the Snoop Dogs, and if you listen to them, listen to them, listen to what they say. Don't listen to the music. You don't have to listen to them. You just listen to what they're saying. They're telling you pretty much what it is, man. And that's just how we look at things. You know, these days we look at things through media, social media, and what's trending. We should be looking at things on how we should be our own people. That's what it is. But
let's get back to entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I mean that's the grind.
All right, let's get back to that. So, my question for you: how is it working a 9-to-5 and trying to get your business off the ground?
It's pretty. Right now, it's working in my favor. I've learned to know who the higher ups are in the company that I work for, working the 9-to-5, and I pretty much inch it in there and I make my business look like a hobby to them. So I'll
that's
say,
smart.
Hey, you know, I make T-shirts.
Yeah.
You know, I can make you this, and I'll go there, and then I'll just say, I do this and I do that. Oh, let me check out some of your music. I play music, and that's how I market it to them.
Right.
Because I don't want to have a conflict of interest.
Right.
Right now, why I need them. Eventually, I want to partner with them. I want to become partners in the company. So when I get up to the point where I don't need to work there no more, I'm just hit them with hey, why don't we just be partners? I can supply this whole company with uniforms.
Right. That's great.
And
contracts.
Yeah, we contractors, and that's just what it is. And I network in the building that I'm in. I network with different people that want to check out the clothing line and want to check this out and want to check that out. And they want to check out the podcast. I mean, they asked me for this podcast forever, man.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, I want to see the podcast. There's so many people that commented on that scene when I posted it on Facebook. They saw that I was doing a podcast and they thought it was pretty cool from my job. I'm like, hey man, you got a podcast? Hey, I'm like, yeah. And then words travel, the news travel fast. So hopefully I can get that, going.
That's good. You know what I noticed about you? You cannot look me in my eyes. Like, we're supposed to be talking here. You're supposed to be looking at me. He's supposed to be looking at me. But he does this all the time. Like, we could talk on the phone all day, every day.
I don't look people in their eyes when I talk to them.
You're supposed to be right here with me. So how do you balance?
Oh, you giving me an interview right now.
We talking about entrepreneurship, the gift of the grind, right?
Right.
How do you balance taking care of your family, starting a business, and working a 9 to 5.
I don't. I just tell you to take care of the family.
See, that's the problem right there. Put the camera on me right here. Put the camera right here. That's the problem right there. That is the problem. You need to learn how to balance.
Yeah, it's a balance. But you know what though?
No, you're doing great.
I'm coming to grips to that. To get everything together and starting to I want to get the kids involved. I want to get the family involved in these activities that I'm doing, and that's why we started the whole
blended bosses.
Right? And that's what it's about, you know. But you can't take it with you, but you can leave it behind to the other kids, to the other people in the family.
That's why it's about building that empire and that legacy.
They should have a choice whether they want to work or not. But
well, I definitely understand. What you know, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too.
I'm not doing nothing yet, but
nah, you doing something.
No, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work and be a mom, and soon I'll be going back to work. Unfortunately.
Not for long, though.
No, I hope not.
Yeah. So what's up, Donnell?
You know, now I know I'm behind the camera, and you know everybody can't see me, but it's all good though. Now I'm right. Oh. So you know, everything as far as you know, even with me, I'm currently engaged, of course. So I'll be
congratulations.
I'll be throwing my life away August.
Oh no, it's not like that.
I'll be getting
Where's
married.
Your ring?
Oh my God.
To the bathroom.
See, that's the problem.
That's
the problem
see,
right there.
No, see, you know, with men, we when we get ready to take a
don't make an excuse for him. I paid a lot of money for that ring.
Oh gosh.
I got mine on.
Oh my goodness. But no, so you know, with me being engaged, and then we have 3 children. So the biggest thing with that is now I kind of came in, especially fresh, you know, when we met. I kind of came in more so as a matter of knowing to work for myself than to work for anybody. Mm-hmm. But whether you're working for somebody or you're working for yourself, is one big thing that I noticed that is still connected to those things. And when you say more so as a matter of how to juggle family, 9 to 5, your business, and all of those things. And one of the biggest things that I noticed is that it's all going to be a matter of sacrifice.
Yes.
So that means sacrifice can be just about anything. It can be sacrificing sleep, going out with your friends. It can also be a matter of, hey, like, unfortunately, if I have to take a little bit of time away from one of these things and put it towards this one bigger thing that's going to benefit everything else in the long run, you know what I mean? That's what kind of makes sense. But I sort of found that a lot of people don't really understand the matter of the sacrifice. Like, for example, with me and working with my umbrella corporation, DBS Films, where I was actually filming and working on a lot of projects for Amazon Prime and everything else. It took a heck of a lot of sacrifice for me to basically miss out on sleep, which was very unfortunate, and I am regretting it, but it did benefit in the long run, where I actually had to miss out on time where my fiance would come downstairs in my office and, are you coming to sleep? Are you coming to sleep? I can't.
Like
I gotta.
Everyday thing.
I gotta. You know, it's like,
and
it's unfortunate, but I tell her, like, I gotta get this work done. I gotta edit. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do these visual effects, and she might not understand it. But then when it gets to that point, that I'm actually able to show her, hey, baby, look at this, and then it shows. This guy blow up this entire building. I'm like, you know, that whole entire week that I didn't get no sleep, that looked good, don't it? And she like, you know what, I understand that. But the biggest thing on top of sacrifice is support.
Right.
And to have that significant other to be able to support you, some people might not, but just to be able to have the support in general.
It's kind of hard with us because it's like, we're both entrepreneurs. We're both entrepreneurs. So one of us is like, I'm trying to work on my stuff and he's trying to work on his stuff, but we still have a family.
Right.
You know, so the balance between the two is where we clash sometimes. Like, I really get mad at him. Like, it's not all about you. I got my own stuff that I want to do.
Right.
You know, so we're always like clashing. So I'm like, how do you balance the two, especially when you're both entrepreneurs, you know?
Me personally, if I can say, like, between like you guys and your family is absolutely beautiful. So you guys make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is more so a matter of just trying to figure out how you guys make it work.
Right.
Because nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? You go in class, you go on bump heads and everything else. But the fact that you're able to make it work, you know what I mean? Look at what we're doing now. You know what I mean?
And that's shout out to our kids. You know, we have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old that's watching little SJ right now.
Watching
You
him
know,
right now.
so it's all a family effort. You know, him and I, we need to get on.
Yeah, but
But
they're
that comes
watching
with
them right
time.
now. But we are at home. Okay,
We're at home. We're
didn't-
making our
we didn't-
house work.
We didn't leave them with them.
Oh,
We didn't
no.
leave him with
They
them.
like right in the
gosh.
room right
Right
there.
Oh, gosh.
Really? Yeah. They
Yeah, I had
just
to
play
put,
my
those terrible parents.
Right.
I can see them right now. But yeah, just balancing the work life. I don't even know how this is going to work because I've been out of work for like almost 2 months, 3 months, almost 3 months now.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we're going to do entrepreneurship, working.
I know how we're gonna do it.
You got the grind for it.
One of them is gonna go away, and it ain't gonna be the entrepreneurship.
Is he telling me that I could quit my job? Zoom in. I think he's telling me that I can quit my job and become a stay-at-home mom and a
No.
full-time entrepreneurship. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying hell to the no. I'm saying we can get this grind. We just gotta grind harder when we at home. Point blank, plain and simple.
Got it.
And then you can quit your job, and then I can quit my job too,
Oh,
and we'll be
I
good.
thought you wanted to work.
Yeah, on my own.
No, I thought you wanted to work. Like,
I'm a boss.
oh, I got a boss daddy.
Huh?
Hey.
I can't do that because I won't get paid if I do that. It's not mine. Shoot.
No, I just wanted to put, the spotlight on, having a family, being an entrepreneur and working full time. Because a lot of folks are doing that. And that was the point of this podcast, was to
Right.
highlight that.
It's the gift of the grind. So anybody that's inspiring, like if you're grinding, it's just the struggles between having a 9 to 5 and doing your own thing, which most of us are.
And learning that balance
Yeah.
between all. It's no right way, it's no wrong way, it's no book out there to let you know. You just gotta
Yeah.
trust the process, I'm guessing.
Trust the process.
And have a supportive partner, like you said. Is your fiance an entrepreneur, or she's?
Yeah, she definitely is, and that's one of the biggest things that because she does a lot, and one of the biggest things that I always try to do is really try to get her to to see what she has as far as when it comes to entrepreneurship, because she can make and create just about anything, just the same as me. So trying to get her to understand that is like one of the biggest things.
That's
because
super cool.
yeah, I admire both of y'all.
Really? A lot of people,
Barry
they
Gordy's
look at
my
our
idol.
relationship- They look at our relationship, as a goal. I guess it's cute.
Yeah. Well, we could sit here and talk all night, but this is going to conclude the Gift of the Grind podcast. The Gift of Grind podcast. We're going to give a shout out to Vic. Young Vic, man, get well soon, man. Come back, man. We need you here, buddy.
You know what I don't understand is I'm sick as well. I had tea and everything, sore throat, all of that, and I made sure. Well, I did come downstairs. Never mind.
You live
I
here.
did. I did just come downstairs.
And
All right,
we
Vic.
live in Wakanda.
We do live. All right, Vic. Get well soon.
Get well
please,
soon,
please. We want
this,
you back next week.
But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that really supported us along the way, collectively and individually. Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to DLR Solutions, sponsors. Shout out to Victor LLC. Shout out to We Coolin' DJs. Shout out to Beauty and Brains. Shout out to Reality Check. Shout out to Miss Candace Butler, my wife. Miss
Yes.
Candace Pelham.
It's your girl, Mrs. Candace Pelham. Make
Ma'am.
sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Mrs. Candace Pelham.
Make sure you follow me at Freyshawn Ramon, because I know y'all can't spell that, so I'm going to spell it for you. It's FRESHAWNRAMON on my Instagram. And make sure you follow Freshwire and Networks on Instagram as well, so you can get these bits and pieces of this podcast. And shout out to Vic again. Make sure you follow Vic on Instagram at Victor Young. So, yeah, man, it's this and Ready, Set, Shoot.
Yes.
Can't forget about that.
Ready,
at
set,
Ready, Set, Shoot.
shoot.
DLR Solutions, man. Hey, man, this
We
concludes,
appreciate you. We appreciate you.
this concludes the Gift of Grind podcast, man, and we out.
Peace out.
Diesel